Hi everybody, this is Linda. Happy New Year's Eve. Just waiting a couple of seconds to see if my gals are going to log in, and then I'm going to go ahead and start our day 12. Is it today day 12 of our 30 days of FB Lives? It's really exciting. We've had really great momentum and a lot of awesome feedback from you all, and so really grateful to have you watching today, and whether you're watching live or you're going to be watching us tomorrow or the next day. I know that everybody's probably out partying and having fun with family and friends, but a commitment is a commitment, and so we're here and we're doing our FB Lives, and today's day 12. So just give it a couple of moments, and I believe that my moderator is going to come on, but just wanted to say Happy New Year's Eve again to everybody. Please be safe and well out there. This is Linda, and we're so excited. We had a lot of great donations and really generous sponsors and whatnot. So just wanted to say thank you again. And the link for our donations is on our Facebook page as well as on our website too. So if you go on there, you'll be able to see the links, and you'll be able to support us if you can. And we are on, we're in the startup phase, so it's very appreciated and also very grateful for your support and your generosity. Oh, hey, Cecilia. They're logging in, so thank you so much for taking your time out to be here to help me out. I know that a majority of our audience will be watching this probably later on. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start, and I know that a couple of other of the gals will be logging in just to hang out with us here, but Happy New Year's Eve again. Be safe and well out there, and present and loving and just ready and available for the world and in all of your glorious ways. Today I want to talk about resolutions, right? Because this is probably the time of the year that gym memberships skyrocket, and people are all out there doing all these resolutions and creating vision boards and setting their intentions. And so there are a lot of different kinds of rituals and things that we all do to help remind us of our resolutions. I know that there are a lot of vision board parties right now that are going on where people would cut out, images of pictures that they can visually see, and they'll put it on a board. And they'll put it on their walls, so every day when they look up, they'll see images of that humongous real estate, or that car that they want, or that spouse or that lover that they're envisioning for themselves to attract into their lives. Or they'll just put on a pair of really awesome shoes that they want to purchase, or that tropical island vacation that they're planning on taking in the spring. And so being able to see and visualize our resolutions, our intentions, is very powerful, because then we'll be able to move ourselves towards that direction. And so we're tracking that via our vibration, right? And so yesterday, Carissa was talking a lot about body movement and breath, and how it's interconnected, and how it's really important to be able to stand up and start dancing or start moving our issues and our tissues, and how we carry a lot of our memories and our trauma, and also a lot of our enthusiasm, our energy, and all of the things that we're looking forward to in our bodies too. And so when you're setting your resolutions, or you're setting those intentions, or you're creating those vision boards, not only should you be cutting out those pictures, but you should really be activating that part of your body, whether it's via dance or turning on the music, or really connecting to your body and mindfully breathing, so that how does it feel like if I were to take that tropical vacation? Or what am I striving toward? I say that I want to meet this lover or this partner, and how is this partner going to make me feel? And I want to purchase this house, and why? Why do I want to purchase it? Oh, I want to purchase it because it's going to create this kind of feeling for me, and it's going to allow me this kind of safety, or I'm going to be able to provide this kind of comfort for my friends and family. Whatever it is that you're setting your intention towards, it's really important to feel it in your body, and to know how you're feeling and how you want to feel, and so that you're able to move towards that in a better and more effortless way, and you're able to attract those things that come your way, the opportunities, the possibilities for you to actually make that happen for yourself, right? And so those resolutions are, it's everybody who's making them and creating them and setting those parties out, so it's really awesome. You should really do it. I think I was probably invited to probably 5 or 6 vision board parties this year, and I think they're really important. And whether you do it alone or you do it with your friends, consider doing it for yourself. There's also another way, instead of actually creating boards and putting it on your wall. What I do sometimes is I go onto Google, and I actually take pictures of images that I really enjoy, or I want to acquire, or have for myself for the next year, and I start making a collage out of it, and then I put it in my phone and make that into my wallpaper. And so that every time I look at my phone, which most of us look at our phone a lot, I'm able to really feel that in my body. Oh, that's what I'm going to do in the spring. Oh, that's the vacation I'm going to take. Oh, that's the goal that I'm going to set for myself. That's going to happen during this time, and that time. And so that's a really good tip too. Or what I also do is that I actually change my passwords probably every 4 to 5 months. You know how we every single day we type in our passwords for whether it's our, our email or our Netflix account or whatever it is. We're typing in our password probably 5 or 6 or a dozen times a day. And so I use acronyms. I use I am going to go to Jamaica. So, Jamaica, whatever it is, it's IJ, blah, blah, blah. And so what that does is that on a subconscious level, it programs you, and then you start remembering it, and then you start moving towards that direction and making it happen for yourself. I'm going to finish that book. I'm going to run that marathon. I'm going to build that company. I'm going to go out there and become more social, or I'm going to go out there and attract this kind of abundance for myself. It's really important to find ways, whether it's via your passwords, these sneaky little tricks, the secrets and stuff and tips that we're offering you can find everywhere online. It's really important to set those intentions. And there's a Sanskrit word. It's called sankalpa, and sankalpa is planting that seed, that vision, that intention for yourself. And so we would do these meditations, and we'd breathe, and we would set our sankalpa, and we'd set our minds and our thoughts and our hearts onto this vision, this purpose, this dharma, this bigger picture of our life. And everything that we do moving forward will be in service of that sankalpa, right? And so let's go ahead and just do a really quick breath work. And, I did this with you a couple of days ago. It was similar. Let's just do it similar to the heart-focused breath work that we did. And this time, though, instead of just breathing in and thinking about the appreciation, the gratitude, let's go ahead and breathe in and think about our sankalpa. What intentions we have for ourselves moving forward in 2018. It is New Year's Eve, and so everybody's setting resolutions. So part of teaching our students in the schools, we teach them about values and intentions and their boundaries and what it is that they want for themselves in their lives. And so sharing this exercise with you, this breath work with you, I will get back to what I'm doing later, talking about values and stuff, but let's go ahead and start here. So go ahead and close your eyes. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Inhaling all the way in for 5 seconds. And then exhaling, releasing. 5 seconds all the way out. Just like we did last time, just regular, deeper breath work. Inhale all the way in. And exhaling all the way out. Just noticing wherever you're sitting on or laying on. Just noticing the ground beneath you, the chair, and your surrounding space. Being very aware, but centered inside your heart, your center area, your heart chakra area. And do it one more time. Just inhale all the way in. And instead of thinking about gratitude or appreciation like we did last time, this time as you're inhaling all the way in, 5 seconds all the way in, I want you to go ahead and try thinking about your sankalpa, your vision, your purpose, your bigger purpose for your life, what it is your intentions are moving forward in 2018. I want to finish that book. I want to build that company. I want to connect with those communities. I want to build more, fulfilling friendships. Whatever it is that you want, go ahead and inhale all the way in, building that sankalpa. And releasing, letting go of all the things that doesn't serve that purpose of yours. Letting go of all the weight, all the negativity, and all the things that don't serve your bigger purpose. So go ahead and inhale in one more time. Inhale all the way in, 5 seconds in. With your attention on your heart area. But go ahead and just say, I have what it is that you want for yourself, what it is that you know that you are going to have. But instead of going, I will have a lot of friends, or I will build that company, go ahead and go and say, I have a lot of friends, or I am able to, or I already have the abundance. Or instead of saying, I want to be compassionate, go ahead and say, my true nature is compassion. Inhaling all the way in, my true nature is compassion. I have, speaking in present tense all the time, because our subconscious, it really does believe, we believe ourselves, most of the times, 80% of our waking hours, we're actually operating on our subconscious. And so unless we're very conscious, we're very deliberate about shifting it and moving it and being able to direct ourselves in very deliberate ways, we're just walking around with these beliefs and these limitations that we've carried around with us for decades, since we were young. From the time that you're 1 to the time that you're 7, you're actually a sponge, and you're taking in all this information, all these limitations, and all these things that aren't yours, that belong to your neighbor or your aunt or your mom. And back in those days, all of the elders, the adults in our families, they're living according to how they know how to survive. But now that we're moving forward to 2017, 2018, We have to be able to consciously shift ourselves and rewire and reprogram ourselves and change that programming. And so setting these intentions and knowing what your sankalpa is and being able to deliberately move towards that direction is super important. So let's go ahead and inhale in one more time. Inhale all the way in. 5 seconds all the way in. Attention on your heart area. And what is your sankalpa? My true nature is compassion. I effortlessly build this company. I attract abundance so easily. Whatever it is that you want, go ahead and inhale it all the way in, present tense, and exhale, release, and letting go of all the things that no longer serve you. I am, I have, setting your intentions, being very clear, and knowing that this is your purpose, this is your calling, this is your intention that you're setting for the next 6 months, for the next year, for 2018, whatever it is, and everything else will be in service of that, right? Everything else will be in service of these things that you're setting for yourself. Super important. And today I want to talk a little bit, I'm not going to go too much in depth, we have more time for that later, because I know that it's New Year's Eve, and I know that it's important for all of us to go out there and to recharge, to hang out with our friends and family, and I want to do the same. So speaking about values is that, our personal values are very connected to our sexual values, and age appropriately, of course, that we teach the children and the students and the leaders and the parents and ourselves, reminding ourselves that, what are your personal values? Reminding ourselves every day, whether it's via journaling, whether it's, doing these breathwork meditations and reminding ourselves via our sankalpa, or just sharing with our friends and family on a daily basis. My personal values are consideration. I love people who are considerate and thoughtful, who are clear, and they know exactly what they want and what they need. So I don't have to worry about guessing all the time. My personal values is that, I want to be the same way too. And also I like authenticity. I like boldness. I like people who are free and wild in a way that doesn't really, limit anybody else, or there's no judgment or anything. Those are the things that I like at a personal values level. And then strangely, there's this concept that I learned this past summer when I was hanging out with Cindy Gallup, the sex tech guru woman, was that, she's like, your personal values are very connected to your sexual values. And I had to think about that. And I realized that it's so true, because my personal values, because I'm at this point in my life and I'm very clear about what they are, I realized that actually, in my social and my sexual interactions, they're pretty much the same thing. I want partners who are bold, free, clear, knowing exactly what they want, also very considerate and thoughtful. And so, as an adult, as adults here, if you can just pause and think about what your personal values are, and then pause again and step away and go, okay, well, what are my sexual values? I'm pretty sure that you'll probably see a lot of connection there. And so as we're teaching the children to be able, to be able to understand and acknowledge and write down and realize what their boundaries and what their values are, they'll eventually be able to go out into the world and go, okay, so, my boundaries, in order for me to feel safe, in order for me to feel free, in order for me to feel confident and powerful, is this and this and this. And so I would like my friends to respect me on the playground so that I can feel like I am being seen and heard, and I can own my space here. And then later on, as they start, building their social and intimate and sexual relationships, they'll start connecting the dots and realizing that it's so important that their sexual partners, their intimate partners, respect these values that are super connected to the values that they learned early on in life. And, think about that in a moment. And so as we're sitting here on New Year's Eve and we're setting our resolutions, our intentions, our sankalpa, every single day it's important to remind ourselves that, okay, so now that I've achieved this goal, that I created this for myself and I manifested this, what are my next intentions? What are my next goals? And as we keep on doing this so that we can, achieve and create the lifestyle or the abundance or the success or the reality or the world that we want, we're able to come back and go, okay, so this is exactly how it is and how I would do it in my personal and sexual and intimate relationships as well. So your personal values are very connected to your sexual values. And to teach our children, our students, to remind ourselves, our leaders, this, ongoing, and to remind ourselves every day to journal it and to set the intentions every day and to wake up and to meditate and to breathe and to own it and to speak it in present tense is something that will help us go out there in the world in a more embodied, more powerful and present way. And so I just wanted to leave you with that. It is New Year's Eve. It's time for us to go out there and relax and recharge and party and bring the new year in a very present and loving and beautiful way. And then all of my girls are online. They went ahead and they put down the donation link, which is something that we are receiving and we're very thankful and grateful for. So if you can, support us with, $5 or $10 or more, whatever it is, or if you want to send us a message or send us some love and wisdom, we will receive it. And we thank you very much. We are a startup and we are a nonprofit, so anything helps. And also, our website is going to be revamped this week. I'm really excited for that. Our developers and designers will be helping us make it a lot clearer and bolder. So look forward to that, and we'll definitely post that on our website as well. I'm sorry, on our Facebook site as well. And then additionally, too, just to remind you, lastly, I know that we've mentioned it because we're so excited about it, but our podcast is actually being launched in February. And so it'll be another offering that we'll give to you to share with you more wisdom, more stories, more perspectives and personalities, reaching out to leaders and experts and bringing them into our community and sharing the resources, connections with them and hearing their stories and seeing how all of us together collectively can change the world and really push this movement forward. I'll be able to bring this comprehensive sex ed, to be able to share this with our students, and to be able to create a new paradigm, a new kind of world where nobody has to worry about, their boundaries or their safety being violated. So thank you again. Happy New Year's Eve, and I'll be back here tomorrow to share a little bit more with you on New Year's Day. So tomorrow, 7:30 PST again. Happy New Year's. Be safe and be well, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.